It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Tonight we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt you from a lot of areas of the floor, and he shoots the three off the dribble, spot up three, dribble, break you down off the dribble, get you in transition. Which way can he beat you? He's a natural-born scorer, but when he's becoming that natural passer, it makes this team almost unstoppable to beat.
Yes, natural-born scorer. That's because he was born in New Jersey. People underestimate his strength. He's tough. He's strong. And I don't know between him and Steph Curry who has the best handles in the game.
I was just going to ask that very question.
Oh, you might have to throw Chris Paul in there, too. He's
no
got
way.
some handles.
No way. Stop it.
Okay, those two.
Okay,
Yeah.
who would you take?
Handles-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with Kyrie. Just strictly handles, I'm going with Kyrie.
I'm going with Steph Curry. He make people fall. He make legends fall.
Oh, I like that. I like that. He makes legends fall. Hey, Kevin Harlan.
That was a movie, wasn't it?
A legend in his own right, standing by to make the call.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point guard position.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's good. Shooting one.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Now here's Curry. The pass to Barnes. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers on offense. Talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Curry after LeBron James's miss. Bogut with a screen on Irving. Thompson misses.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
James, no good. Great D that time from Curry. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thompson with it, picked up by Thompson. Curry outside, can't hit, so Cleveland will take it the other way. The drive by Smith. Thompson with the rebound.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Curry kicks to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now Barnes. Following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Curry wide open. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. James kicks to Irving. Down low. Out to Smith. Pass to Irving. Then moving it around. Poked loose. 4 on the shot clock. Thompson right side. Bogut with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Bogut slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's James, and the rejection by Iguodala. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. Kicks out to Barbosa. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Barbosa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. And he goes strong with the one-handed jab.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam, guys. Fast as light.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. And that one's good. Barbosa's got 6 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 11. And stolen by Spates. Livingston passes to Spates. And it's Golden State with another.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots. And quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Warriors lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, in part, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Shumpert in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. It's stolen by Curry, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And Rush is checked in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 5. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin, and Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team, and I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Bogut's checked in. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Thompson sends it back. No good from Irving.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Here's Green. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thompson dishes to Curry. On the wing, Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And they'll keep possession. It's stolen by Bogut. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Back to Thompson. Shot on the wing, and he connects with the jumper. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Clark. He dishes it to Bogut. Thompson outside. And another basket for Golden State.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, his 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Clark kicks to Barnes. Green breaking loose. Offensive rebound. Thompson against Smith. A second chance effort. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second. And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut is passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision. And whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Now here's James. Harrison Barnes missing his one. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from James.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Right side, Green. Feeds it to Livingston. There's the screen. Lets it fly. And the Warriors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
James kicks to Mozgov. Back to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Mozgov sets a screen for LeBron. No luck. So Golden State will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clark, the pass to Livingston. Outside, Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 10. LeBron outside. It's a pick by Love. The feed now to Mozgov. A rebound by Ezeli.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Green, no luck. Picked him clean. No good. And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors ahead, leading by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not working for you guys out here tonight?
You know, they clog the lane, and they play great help defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job of sharing the ball, and we just play unselfish. We'll be great in the second half.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.